Welcome to today's lesson on oral English. This is a topic that many Nigerian students find challenging, and understandably so, because the sounds of English are quite different from the sounds of our mother tongues. In WAEC, oral English carries significant marks and tests your ability to recognize, identify, and in some formats produce the sounds of standard British English pronunciation, which is the reference accent used in Nigerian examinations. Today we focus on consonant and vowel contrast, pairs and groups of sounds that are easy to confuse. Students who confuse these sounds lose marks in objective tests where you choose the word with the same sound, or identify the odd sound out. By the end of this lesson you will be able to describe and distinguish the key consonant contrasts tested in WAEC, understand vowel contrast including pure vowels and diphthongs, and recognize words that are commonly mispronounced by Nigerian speakers. Let us begin with the sounds themselves. English has 24 consonant sounds. Nigerian speakers commonly confuse several pairs. Let us examine the most important. First, the contrast between the voiceless th sound, as in think and thin, and the letter t sound, as in tin. Many Nigerian speakers substitute t for th, pronouncing think as think. In WAEC questions you must recognize that think and thin begin with th, not t. Second, the contrast between the voice th sound, as in this and that, and the d sound, as in this or that. Substituting d for this voice th is very common. The difference is made by placing the tip of the tongue between the teeth for th, while d is made with the tongue touching the upper gum ridge. Third, the contrast between p and f. These are different sounds. Pin has a plosive P, while fin has a labiodental F. Fourth, the contrast between V and B. In many Nigerian languages there is no V sound, so village is pronounced as village by some speakers. The V is made by the upper teeth touching the lower lip. B is a plosive made by releasing air from between the two lips. Fifth, the contrast between L and R. While most speakers distinguish these, in rapid speech they can be confused. Practice minimal pairs, light and right, lane and rain, lead and red. These contrasts appear frequently in WAEC consonant identification questions. English vowels are more numerous and more varied than those in most Nigerian languages. Standard British English has 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs, 20 sounds in all. Understanding the differences between them is crucial for WAEC oral English. Pure vowels. These are single stable sounds. The contrasts most commonly tested include the short I as in bit versus the long ee as in bit. These look similar in spelling but sound very different. Bit has a short, relaxed I, bit has a long tense e. Similarly, the short U as in put versus the long O as in po. The short O as in pot versus the long AW as in pot. The short A as in cat versus the long H as in cat. Diphthongs. These are vowel sounds that move from one position to another within a single syllable. Common diphthongs tested in WAEC include the AY sound in face and make, the OH sound in boat and coat, the IE sound in like and time, the OW sound in now and house, the OI sound in boy and coin, the EA sound in ear and here, the air sound in here and there, the OR sound in tour and pour. Students often confuse face with force, or boat with butt. Practice each sound with multiple example words until you can produce and recognize them reliably. In objective test you are given 4 words and asked to identify which has the same vowel sound as the given word, or to find the odd one out. Here are practical strategies for tackling oral English questions in WAEC. For sound identification questions, say each word aloud quietly to yourself, even in the examination hall you can murmur. Your ear will often catch the odd one out more reliably than visual inspection. Group the words by sound before selecting. Remember that spelling does not determine sound, though, through, tough, and thought all have different vowel sounds despite similar spellings. For stress questions, identifying which syllable is stressed, recall that in English, stress can change meaning, record as a noun versus record as a verb, present versus present, conduct versus conduct. For rhyming questions, Focus on the vowel and closing consonant of each word, not the spelling. Break words into their component sounds mentally. For intonation questions, recall that statements fall at the end while yes/no questions rise and WH questions fall. Practice all these skills regularly by listening to well-spoken English on radio or television and repeating aloud. Consistent oral practice is the only reliable way to improve your sound recognition and production. Let us review. Today we studied consonant and vowel contrast in English oral. Key consonant contrasts include TH versus T, TH versus D, P versus F, V versus B, and L versus A. Key vowel contrasts include the 12 pure vowels, with common confusions between short I and long E, short U and long O, and short O and long AW, and the 8 diphthongs including AY, OH, IE, OW, and OI. Examination strategies include saying words aloud, grouping by sound rather than spelling, and remembering that stress can change meaning. In our next lesson we move to literary appreciation, focusing on characterization. For now, practice 10 minimal pairs of vowels and 10 minimal pairs of consonants aloud before next class. Record yourself and compare your pronunciation to standard English audio resources if possible. Your effort now will pay dividends in the examination.